The Malayan Union was a federation of the Malay states and the Strait settlement of Penang and Malacca. It was the successor to British Malaya and was conceived to unify the Malay Peninsula under a single government to simplify administration. On 1st April 1946, the Malay Union officially came into existence with Sir Edward James as its governor. The capital of the Union was Kuala Lumpur. The idea of the Union was first impressed by the British on October 1945. Plans had been presented to the War Cabinet as early as May 1944. In the aftermath of the Second World War by the British military administration, Sir Harold MacMichael would sign the task of gathering the Malay state rule approval in a short period of time. He managed to obtain all the Malay rules approval. The reason for their agreement, despite the loss of political power that it entailed for the Malay rule, has been much debated. The consensus appears to be that the main reason were that as the Malay rule were of course resident during the Japanese occupation, they were open to the accusation of collaboration, and that they were treated with the government. Hence, the approval was given, though it was with utmost reluctance. The Malayan Union gives equal rights to people who wish to apply for citizenship. It was alternatively granted to people who were born in any state in British Malaya or Singapore and were living there before 50 February 1942, born outside British Malaya or the Strait settlement only if their father was a citizen of the Malayan Union, and two who reached 80 years old and who had lived in British Malaya or Singapore 10 out of 50 years before 50 February 1942. The group of people eligible for application of citizenship had to live in Singapore or British Malaya for 5 out of 8 years presenting the application, had to be a good character, understand and speak the English or Malay language, and had to be take an oath of allegiance to the Malayan Union.
Federation Agreement. The Federation of Malaya is a federation of 11 states, 9 Malay states, and 2 of the British Strait Settlement, which is Penang and Malacca, that exists from 31st January 1948 until 16 September 1963. The federation became independent on 31st August 1957 and in 1963 was reconstituted as Malaysia, with the addition of Singapore, North Borneo, and Sarawak. The combination of states that formerly made up the Federation of Malaya is currently known as Peninsular Malaysia. From 1946 to 1948, the 11 states formed a single British Crown colony known as the Malayan Union. Due to opposition from Malay nationalists, the Union was disbanded and replaced by the Federation of Malaya, which restored the symbolic position of the rulers of the Malay states. Within the Federation, while the Malay states were protectorates of the United Kingdom, Penang and Malacca remained British colonial territories. Like the Malayan Union before it, the Federation did not include Singapore, despite its traditional connection with Malaya. The Federation achieved independence within the Commonwealth of Nations on 31st August 1957. In 1963, the Federation was reconstituted as Malaysia, when it federated with the British territories of Singapore, Sarawak and North Borneo were included lately Sabah and Labuan. A claim to the latter territory was maintained by the Philippines. Singapore separated from Malaysia to become an independent republic on 9 August 1965.
Indra, bosan lah. Jom kita tengok movie, jom. Kita nak movie apa? Kau ada movie apa? Macam-macam. Tengok
Alah,
apa
ya.
lagi tengok?
Relax lah, tak payah dah dengar tadi.
Tak lah, Leng. Relax lah. Final exam kan lambat lagi.
Boleh, saya kena belajar betul-betul ni.
You orang tak apa, senang nak masuk universiti. Dah susah. Even dapat 9A pun tak tentu boleh masuk universiti.
Dan tu.
You tak tahu ke? Kan dalam perlembagaan ada satu akta yang mengenai hak keistimewaan Bumiputera.
Ha? Hak keistimewaan Bumiputera? Apa tu?
Yalah, kan orang Melayu dapat kelonggaran dalam universiti. Jadi mereka senang boleh nak masuk universiti.
Ada pendapat saudari, apa yang saudari boleh huraikan tentang Perlembagaan Malaysia?
Okay, bagi pendapat saya, sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita sepatutnya memahami undang-undang dekat Malaysia supaya kita dapat elakkan segala kesalahan lah daripada melakukan kesalahan dan memastikan keharmonian negara kita terjamin. Tapi sekiranya ada perkara yang kita tak puas hati, kita boleh mempersoalkan juga melalui cara yang baik. Jadi yang paling penting, perlembagaan ini harus difahami dan diketahui oleh semua warga negara kita lah supaya supaya keharmonian dapat dijaga.
Yang saudari faham tentang Perlembagaan Malaysia?
Perlembagaan Malaysia ni, dia merupakan undang-undang tertinggi dekat Malaysia. Dia ada 183 perkara. Dia dibentuk berdasarkan dua dokumen terdahulu, iaitu Perjanjian Persekutuan Tanah Melayu 1948 dan Perlembagaan Kemerdekaan 1957.
About our constitution in Malaysia, do you think that is fair for us? In my point of view, I don't think that the law in the Malaysia is fair to the non-Bumiputera people. This is because in Article 153, special privilege is given to Bumiputera only. For example, many Malays will get their place in matric school easily compared to non-Bumiputera people.